I think I'm still just struggling. Like, I was trying to memorize "I'll Go Alone" tomorrow, and it was just like that G area is just really hard for me to find a bright sound without like about to like crash out.
Tomorrow is in today. You mean your chorale piece?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the title. I just know that piece.
You're good.
The 16 solo. That's the piece. That's what I call it. The G. What G? One of the
like
staff.
in the middle of the staff. Yeah.
Oh, that's a low prepossagic note.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. And why are you fussing about that one note? That's a legit question. I'm trying to figure out what its genesis is.
It's just like
you're just not satisfied with it, or you're.
It's just like it when I try to. It's on an O, and so it's like a fat vowel, but like I'm trying to make it bright, and then it's just like.
Does it have repercussions?
But I can't fully chest it, you know.
No, you should not.
Yeah, and so.
Now you could do a mixed kind of thing.
Right.
But I find that so many of you, as you're preparing these music theater auditions, think of belt as. Just think of it wrong.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you guys just like.
I think
wow.
maybe I'm coming from like, and this is definitely just a thought process thing that I shouldn't be too worried about, but a lot of the voices around me are very bright.
Oh, you can't not respond to that.
Right, and so I want to like match that level, but like, I just don't.
What do I know them? What voices?
I mean, like coming right before me would be. Elena. And
do you mean the solos around you?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Elena, and then the girl who sung the solo for Christmas Fest, Lily. And then Ellie right after me.
Yeah. Okay. So they're all sopranos. Let's start with that.
Yeah.
Let's start with that. And you're way more mature.
Yeah, and I guess I don't feel like I project enough.
Welcome to being a mezzo on a G.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 10 years out, babe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like 10 years out.
Yeah.
And the more you push it, the more wobbly you will be. And people will ask you for more sound.
Mm-hmm.
And you will push, and you will wobble, and then they'll go, wow, it's really wobbly.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, so, you get what you ask for.
Okay. That's encouraging. So I was like, is there something wrong with it?
No. So here's what my caveat to this is: never agree to do a Beethoven 9.
Okay.
Or just be happy to do it and don't sing any notes and take your check and go home. Because you cannot be heard.
Mm-hmm.
Even like a giant with like a timbre like this mezzo, it's like, is the mezzo singing?
Mm-hmm.
You just it's just bad voicing. But this isn't bad voicing, but you are the only mature singer in that lot that you just rattle off, and the only warm voice. Mm-hmm. Own it.
Okay.
Unless she's asked you.
No.
But I thought you meant like people standing next to you were like really bright voices, which like, well, that's going to affect you, right? In a choir, if they're really dark voices, you're like, oh, well, I'm really swallowing my tongue because I'm responding to what I'm hearing around me, right? But is that related to your voice feeling weird?
Probably.
Because of things you've been trying? I'm trying to understand that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it's like, in that regard, it's just like, I can't find the right way to sing it, but. That's helpful of like own the warmth.
It's your voice. I'm not saying darken it, but
right.
And I'll hear it and maybe I'll go, okay, Julia, it's way too dark. maybe I can help you with
right.
that. But and also know that Elena and Ellie, who's the other? Oh, the other one I don't know. They are primarily music theater singers.
Yeah.
They haven't developed, the length and the roundness that they will need for classical. I don't know. I mean, I'll hear it and tell you, but I think it's too dark.
Okay.
I'm a little more concerned with the things that you, I would just encourage you to sing well.
Yeah.
Just sing well.
Yeah.
Instead of like, well, I'm gonna try to, or edge this, or it's like, I don't think that's gonna feel very good, and it might have bad repercussions.
Right. Usually, if it like feels bad, I try something else. So.
Yeah, just do. I mean, you've had pedagogy.
Mm-hmm.
You've had a few lessons.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you need to breathe.
Yes.
And make sound.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you do have some, scar,
mm-hmm.
mental scar here from your friend.
Yeah.
That is it colors everything.
Yeah. I think like also, it's probably just me being on my period, but I woke up at like 2 a.m. and like all of a sudden all the thoughts came to me of like, you're a terrible singer.
Well, and you're you're getting ready to take a music theater audition, and you hope that's going to go well. And you know your cast, and that's in your brain. And
then like Messiah came back, and I was like, no. But so I think just like it's been a discouraging time, not necessarily because like of any like trauma. It's just like I'm not where I want to be.
Do you ever think about? Well, no, but I mean, those things that you're articulating, those are part of this business, and kind of traumatizing. You might want to go get some counseling. I mean, people in this business that are in high esteemed programs, those programs come with counselors. I'm not kidding. I'm not saying you're mentally unfit. I'm just saying, well, these are new things I don't really know how to deal with in this business, and it's a very specific set of criteria that is difficult.
Yeah.
Right? So it might be worthwhile.
Yeah.
You have some time before you go, before or after your program this summer.
Yeah.
So you can find someone.
Yeah.
I commend that to actually most any human. It's a very good process to go, oh, I didn't know that about me. Right?
Yeah.
And like, if there's ever a job that teaching this or performing in this business that needs to know yourself, it's this one. Like, you can do a lot of jobs and just be fake, or just shove and still be highly functional. You cannot be highly functional in this discipline unless you have things sorted. You can be somewhat functional, and that don't get wigged out by that. Just like, okay, if my knee is not working quite right, I go to a knee doctor. Right? If my thought patterns are looping into negative things, I need to go see someone to help me with that.
Yeah.
Right? So you've accomplished a great deal and overcome a great deal.
Thanks.
So, be encouraged by that. Yeah. And just sing well. You know how to sing.
Yeah.
Do we sing great every time? No. All right, you gotta bank it. I'm gonna try to hit a good target, and I'm going to go at it with joy because I actually love this thing. Right? And I love this. But in that range, if I go over that range with, I'm accomplished. It sucks. I mean, it just sucks. It's like, okay. And it's very hard to do the other one. Because you might not be as loud, all that. So you're on your period, which explains what I am hearing. Your voice is weird, and it's from your period. I'm like, okay, so she's talking, and I do hear weirdness. I'm going to have her talk for a while so I can see what it is. I just hear puffiness.
Yeah.
So my first question was, did you sing way too much of that music theater piece in the last 2 days? Is that causing your puffiness? But I believe it is your period. Once that finally trooped out.
Yeah. I think I probably this morning sang too much of I'll Go Alone.
Of that. Trying to figure out how to do that. All right. And that's not your straw. Did I ask you that on Tuesday? I gotta figure out whose that is.
No, but I do have a straw.
Do you want to use it?
Sure. A collection of straws. Oh, my pen's breaking.
Just gentle vocalizing in that. Just a neutral vowel. Just a little bit more width under your hips. Yeah, just under there. You go. I'm just gonna play where I want you, and then I'm gonna let go so I can hear you. That's nice, Julia. Good. So it doesn't have to be loud, but also doesn't have to be. Well, I'll use the word stingy. Right. So there's just at the beginning, so just let it go. Good. Let's just do a portamento. Very nice. Good. Let's lay your hand on your chest, and we're gonna go down to your. And I'm just wanting you to feel this faintest rumble. Oh, of course I sing so low. Excellent. Yeah, don't let it touch at all. Just make sure the air's flowing. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. All right. The air's being allowed through. And again, really tanking it up, just easy. Good. So what I hear this beautiful balance. Oh, and you go down, and I can hear the muscles, even on very little sound, sort of go. Can you feel anything?
Yeah, I think I was trying to keep my tongue from going down.
Let it do nothing for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Isn't it weird that I could hear that? It's like I hear this like suction of something, yeah. And that it kind of seizes up there a little bit too, yeah. All right, good. That's low. That's a D. Okay, right. But what I'm looking for in that's not. We're not going to sing those. Actually, I did sing one of those. I sang on the Schubert. On my last recital. That when the voice faculty did their recital, I did a variety. I did music theater and a spiritual and Schubert song, and it cadence at the end on a low D. But I had to be like perfectly lined up, and not and not move. And so this is not meant. It's like the only one I've ever sung in my life.
Yeah.
I sing a lot of low Fs, console and things like that. But it's the relaxation from it that I'm wanting you to be nourished, right? That it's not a technical thing that you try, right? It's just how a voice works. It's how this thing makes sound. Good. You can put your straw back in. And let's say the portamento. Oh, I'm sorry, back in. Say the portamento. Good. And don't be afraid of it starting breathy, by which I mean which I don't mean just fuzzy is a better. Yeah, I'm more interested in that. Even if it fracks, I'm more interested in that than the micromanagement of those muscles. It doesn't have to be loud. Good. Is that all in the straw? That helps me, thank you. Good. Breathe at the elbow level, where your elbows are. Now, you put your elbows back up there. just make sure that you are, well, put your elbows down. Now, what I'm hoping is that you feel your, yeah. I'll try that one again. Let it be fuzzy. Good. And can the onset be less aggressive? Yeah. It's very hard at this stage in your voice where, development-wise, where it's like, you know, I have some power.
Mm-hmm.
I've developed some power. And it's like, yes, and with great power comes great responsibility. Good. Good. Yeah, it's just very hard to not. I understand, but I can do this. Yeah, but keep it in the straw. Keep it in the straw. Do it again. Mm-hmm. And these oblique muscles, they're the ones that go diagonal. Yeah, can very gently be exerted to so as to keep the intercostals a little more intact. There you go. That's a different thing. Did you feel that?
A little bit.
And I would concur that little bit.
Good.
It doesn't have to be more than that, and it's uber subtle. It's just not that. Do you do crunches? Okay, good. It's gonna have to have a word. Good. Lift your knee this time. Lift the other one. Good. You can be straight tone right now. Alright, good. You can lay it down now. Good. Ringo! You're strong. Ringo! You can lay it down, I'm sorry. Ringo! I must be mumbling. Okay.
Ringo!
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 Raja!
Raja!
Rova!
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 Nice. Alright, let's look at your piece. I will need. I assume you are memorized.
For modest?
No, for the thing that.
Dubis?
Alone.
Oh, I'll go alone?
The thing that's
Yes.
freaking you out, yes. Since this is the last moment you can have to get feedback on it.
Yes.
A G or something? No, an E?
It starts on a D and then it goes to G.
Is the overall quality of this piece really bright?
Yeah, I mean, like, kind of. Not as bright as Tutorana.
I mean, I went to a meeting the other day with Dr. Stuckey, and she said, you always walk by rehearsal when we're doing our so I'm like, it's fine.
Well, yeah, I think it's just like a lot of the solos are very bright. So, I'm like, oh.
So you got two, it's not just the O vowel, it's the L's.
Yeah.
So see, just sing it for me and I'll just listen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna look, I'm just gonna
Okay.
listen.
I'm gonna try it a little bit darker than I have been.
Can you do it just spontaneously?
Yeah.
Like don't try anything.
Okay.
No coloring, no tension, no just,
sure.
how do you sing? If it
Okay.
was like a vocalist, how would you sing?
I'll go alone. I'll go alone.
See, I think that's just really good.
Okay.
I mean, nothing sounds excessively squidgy bright.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing sounds excessively dark, pulled back, and uncomfortable.
Okay.
I mean, I know you got these 4 parts underneath you.
Yeah.
So that's gonna make it. Does she pull you out of the texture, or are you just in it?
I'm out of it, yeah.
Do it again. I thought it was really good.
Okay. I'll go alone. I'll go alone.
Yeah. So it's good. Now the thing, there were 2 bleats in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the sustained ones.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think that's just not paying attention to staying engaged when you get to the sustained.
Yeah.
Right. So think sub beats when you get there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Mm-hmm. I'll go alone. I'll go alone.
That's also just a phlegm thing running across. That was just phlegm.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all that was.
Okay.
Do you not sense? Is that what you sense, or do you go when you sense that phlegm? Does it make you go?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the business. And the worst thing you can do is pull away.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
So what if, you remember back to your basic first piano or first violin lessons where they're like, so if you're repeating a note, they have to not be the same.
Right.
So when you're thinking those subbeats in your mind, can they stay alive and grow? See what happens.
I'll go alone.
Because what I heard is a sforzando. You gave everything you possibly could on the G on the first beat and a half. Grow it.
I'll go alone. Yeah.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll go alone.
I'll go alone.
Nice.
I'll go alone.
And that helps you not notice, I really want to pull my tongue back there, right? And you're like, don't do that. So the other thing I would portend to you is to use the word, what's the space between in a church that you walk down to get married?
Aisle?
That's how you say that word. Instead of all.
Oh.
Like literally think that word. I'll go.
Aisle. Oh, okay.
So much less.
Sure. Yeah. I'll go alone. I'll go alone.
Yeah. Any of those that came out is fine. And that little bleep, it's not technical. It's just goof.
Okay.
You know, the thing that is trauma. We can't get past goof, and I will tell you, I know it's a thing. But just keep it healthy and singing out.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
What else would you like to do today? This is our last lesson,
Du bist.
so we won't be meeting next week.
Sure.
Except you will send me information about Punjabi.
Yes, I'll have dinner with him this Saturday with his family, and I'll try to remember to record.
That'd
I
be
have
awesome.
it in my mind to record.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's just flat. Okay. Right.
So how are you gonna treat it?
Probably fluff your tongue.
Or just a spontaneous, like what I'm after is for your brain to go, oh, isn't that Fleming? How interesting.
Yeah.
Like actors talk all the time about having a cool mind and a hot body.
Sure. Du bist wie eine Blume, zart und schön und rein. Ich schaue dich an und Wehmut.
Say it again. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't quite down.
Ich schaue dich an und
Get down there.
Wehmut.
Yeah.
Und Wehmut steigt mir ins Herz hinein. Mir ist, als ob ich die Hände.
Go try that again. There's a lot of space in between the notes. So make it sing it low. Is this the low key, high key?
It's a lower, mid-lower.
They did used to publish this in the middle key,
Oh.
which was they call it medium. and then they quit. I was like, oh, actually. Yeah, it's okay. Remember the other day we were working on not,
Right.
interrupting.
Okay.
Make a legato line first, then we'll figure it out.
Mir ist, als ob ich die Hände aufs Haupt dir legen soll.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna. That was very different than you saying the first two steps.
Yeah.
In a really good way.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It was just you
Yeah.
were letting air come out, and it's
Mhm.
like taking the compression. It was like this and going, okay.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need that. All right.
Mhm.
That compression will come in the higher tessitures on its own.
Sure.
That was so much. It was so much more beautiful
Hmm.
and not quite so edgy bright.
Yeah.
It was like, well, it's not a brightness problem in this. In the first two steps, it was like, wow, okay.
Mhm.
But that was really nice. Sing that again in
Yeah.
that way.
From the beginning?
No, the Mia, and then we'll go back and do the beginning.
Should I flip the R?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that is so good.
Aufs Haupt dir legen soll.
Good, now do.
Du bist wie eine Blume, zart und schön und rein.
Keep it easy.
Ich schau dich an und Wehmut.
Good. Air-wise, you kept it easier. Good. Keep that, but don't let it soften your diction
Sure,
or make it lazy diction.
sure.
Right? Ich schau.
Ich schau dich an und Wehmut.
I think that needs more length and less spread.
Okay. Ich schau dich an.
Ich schau dich an.
Ich schau dich an und
That feels a little better, yeah.
Wehmut schleicht mir ins Herz hinein.
Schleicht mir ins Herz.
Herz
Let your jaw and your tongue just kind of fall to your chest.
schleicht mir ins Herz hinein.
It's a really vulnerable feeling that we don't want to do. We don't want to do that. Go on.
Mir ist, als ob ich dich,
Even more.
ob,
Oh. Yeah, do a
ob.
straight up. You're on concert choir tour. You know, you've seen this 1,000 times. I wouldn't open that much.
Ob.
Mir ist, als ob.
Mir ist, als ob ich die Hände
Now you can let it drop. Go on.
aufs Haupt dir legen sollt.
Finish it up.
Betend, dass Gott dich erhalte.
That went a little flat. First
Yeah,
time you
it
flat
did.
in a while.
Yeah.
Probably the L.
Halte.
You're also putting in a weird shadow vowel. Halata.
Oh. Halte.
Wow, that's just getting you. Halta.
Halte.
Sing the whole word. I'm sorry.
Erhalte.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, that was better.
But there still is.
Erhalte.
That's what
There we
we
go.
need.
Betend, dass Gott dich erhalte.
You'll work on that.
Halte.
Halta.
Halte.
There you go.
Okay.
Go on.
So rein und schön.
Pull back.
So rein und
Oh yes.
Soll ein und schön und hart.
Good. Don't be afraid of doing a warm voice.
Okay.
But then you do need to work on that